Welcome to the 2020 Covenant Mission Awards celebration. I'm Bonnie Tejada, Director of Mission and Spirituality.
And I'm Gordon Self, the Chief Mission and Ethics Officer. We're really happy to have you with us.
We're excited to share in this online experience in which we celebrate individuals and teams across Covenant. This is the first time we've gathered together remotely, needing to show in our celebration the same innovation and adaptability that we see in our Mission Awards nominees. As we continue to respond to the challenges of COVID-19, it's important to take time to reflect on our values and celebrate our people who exemplify those values in the work that they do every day. So while we need to gather a bit differently this year, we remain a community of healing, connected by our shared mission that's especially important during challenging times.
This is also the first year that we have the whole Covenant family with us. Covenant Care, Covenant Living, as well as Covenant Health. So it's really a true celebration amongst all of us. And our gathering includes members of our board, the community and foundation boards, and of course our most honored guests, all the nominees, their families and co-workers, and those who supported their nomination. So a warm welcome to everyone.
This year we're celebrating the largest number of nominations we've ever received, with 70 submissions, representing individuals and teams from across the Covenant family. So we invite you during our celebration to join in on Twitter and Facebook using the hashtag Covenant Mission and tag us at CovenantCA.
Tag us, that's kind of different.
Join the conversation.
Yeah, so kind of, it's a little different this year, isn't it,
It is
Bonnie?
different. We're a little bit farther apart
Yes,
than
noticed
usual,
that.
appropriately.
Yeah, so it's good, but we're really happy to be here with you. This may be the first time for some of you to be part of the Mission Awards, but just sit back and enjoy the event.
And things that have stayed the same is just how excited we are to honor our nominees and to hear who the recipients are for the 2020 Mission Awards.
Yeah, well, you also still look very, very good, Bonnie.
Oh.
Nothing's changed there.
Even cut my own bangs for the occasion. So our nominees continue to amaze us, and they are recognized by our colleagues and the patients, residents, and families they serve for demonstrating our mission in ordinary but powerful ways. Their embodiment of Covenant values is evident in their day-to-day behavior, their attitudes, and the spirit in which they engage their tasks. It's extremely important in the busyness of our work that we pause and take time to honor and celebrate together. What we choose to celebrate shows what we value, and what we spend time focusing on has a way of changing our actions into the future, in forging our own legacy.
So today we're going to hear a lot of stories, wonderful stories that speak to what makes us unique and really deepens and really embodies our culture. Each nomination tells a story of people who in their own unique way live the mission. We'll hear the stories. As we hear these stories, we're invited again to remember the significance of our own work. And really our mission is rooted in the healing ministry of Jesus. And as we reflect on that story of reaching out to those on the margins of society, those who are vulnerable, lifting people up in their dignity. That's what we all do every day in our care for patients and residents, also our care for one another. And so really our Mission Awards is really, it's like a modern day gospel of telling the story of how we touch the lives of others and in a very special and a beautiful way.
Yeah, thanks, Gordon. This year we had 22 individuals and 48 teams who were nominated from across Alberta in our 6 categories, which are our values: compassion, respect, collaboration, social justice, integrity, and stewardship. And each of these awards were adjudicated by a panel including last year's recipients, staff members, and physicians who used criteria that reflects the meaning behind these values. So this is a really tough job for that panel, and they take that on with the highest levels of integrity and respect for the confidentiality of the process.
And they really do. They do an amazing job. And also, they wouldn't have that job if it wasn't for all of you who've nominated individuals and teams. So we, real shout out to those individuals who make our mission awards possible. So thank you for that. So the other thing that we need to clarify, and I'm not the best at math, everybody in finance knows that they don't quite want me for a ground level job just yet, but they have 70 nominations.
Yeah.
But we have 6 awards.
Yeah.
So as I do the math, that means there will be 64 nominees who won't be selected. Yeah. But we talk about our mission award recipients as recipients and not winners, because if you have winners, that means you have losers, and you don't have 64 losers. No. Everybody, by virtue of being nominated, is already outstanding, a star in their own way. Already a winner. And so it's really important that we recognize that everybody who's been nominated is really already just an ambassador of our mission and our values.
That's true, and we're going to get to know those 70 nominees a little bit more in a minute, and soon hear who those 6 recipients are. But before we do that, we should just look back for a minute.
Yeah, good idea, Bonnie.
Acknowledge last year's recipients.
Yeah.
And so the 2019 Mission Award recipients continue to be ambassadors of our mission. So let's celebrate them again. And so last year for the compassion category, it was Marlene Varga, clinical nurse specialist in clinical learning.
And for respect, Dr. Abid Rizvi, clinical assistant at the Grey Nuns Community Hospital.
For collaboration was the heart and stroke clinic specialist from St. Mary's Hospital.
For social justice, Dr. Eleanor Stewart, clinical ethicist for mission ethics and spirituality.
For integrity, Carrie McKinstry, manager of organizational development.
And finally, for stewardship, the PAC Advisory Committee at the Grey Nuns Community Hospital.
So now we want to take a minute to hear from a special guest. From its formation 12 years ago, Covenant signaled that we were all about a compelling mission statement and a set of defining values. And since that time, the expectations have been clear: to live our values and to hold one another accountable for the decisions that we make. And that's the responsibility of all of us. But there's no greater champion for this than our Covenant Board of Directors.
That's right. And now representing the Covenant Board today is Board Chair Ed Stelmach. And we look now to Ed to share his reflection on the importance of living the mission and the values for those we serve.
Thank you very much, Bonnie and Gordon. And thanks to all of our Covenant family viewers taking part in this live event. I must admit it's a little different this year with the virtual format changes to our Mission Awards Gala, including the current social distancing requirements, but I've never felt more connected and more inspired by the work you do. It's especially wonderful to celebrate this event as a Covenant family, the first drawing on the strengths of all 3 of our organizations. Our mission is what unites us as a family, and it's also what sets us apart from other healthcare providers. Covenant's mission shapes our culture and why we're a top mission-inspired employer. It shapes the quality of care we provide patients and residents, and why we're continuously recognized by Accreditation Canada. Moreover, Covenant's values, around which our 6 mission awards are based, shape the day-to-day decisions we make and why we're recognized for our commitment to ethical integrity. The common thread through all these achievements is our mission, and in turn, all of you who embody it, body, mind, and soul. As chair, I see the same unifying thread woven through every report, presentation, generative discussion presented to the board and its committees. I expect no less, not just because it's a key stewardship accountability, but by reputation. I know Covenant Health, Covenant Care, and Covenant Living deliver on what they profess. That will be abundantly clear when the nominees we're about to recognize, as well as the 6 Mission Award recipients. They make real for all of us what our mission calls us to do. They profess in their words and actions what's important, especially now when it seems the whole world is taking the step back to reevaluate priorities, to remember what really matters. I would be remiss if me and my fellow board members didn't publicly profess something true that is dear to our own hearts. What we've professed today is a sincere admiration and confidence in you. We believe in you. We trust your skill in making good decisions, no matter what economic or infectious disease challenge. We stand by you, knowing that sometimes others may not always understand the difficult challenges you face in allocating scarce resources or responding to unprecedented challenges like a pandemic. We profess our support and respect for you as the incredibly respected professionals you all are. Thank you for being generous, competent, and mission-inspired community, willing to step up and step forward in service of others. Thank you for being the face of mission at Covenant. God bless.
Thank you, Ed. And we now have that opportunity, as Bonnie promised, to see our 70 nominees and hear a bit more about how our values come to life through their work and service. This will just be a glimpse of our nominees, but we want to remind everyone that all our 70 of our nominees have a profile on our website, www.covenantmissionawards.com. So if you haven't done so already, head over there to read their stories and be inspired.
We witness the mission all around us, in everyday gestures and extraordinary actions. It is what makes our culture vibrant and what we celebrate today.
We show compassion when we respond with empathy and when we creatively bring our best to make life better for those we serve, those we work with, and ourselves. Compassion involves putting ourselves in another's shoes and considering how we can use our skills to meet them and bring them comfort. While we may be technically proficient in the delivery of healthcare, our values call us also to be proficient of the heart, to recognize and respond with unconditional care and kindness. Our value of compassion compels us to treat others as we would like to be treated. With the many demands in a rapidly changing care environment, the challenges our Covenant team members face have not diminished our compassion, but have compelled us to find new ways to care and to ensure the people we serve are at the center of all we do. It is often the small things that mean the most. Compassion is seen in the attention given to understand what a particular day, circumstance, or encounter means to another individual, and to respond with creativity and skill to meet another in a meaningful way, in a way that eases their discomfort and makes them feel they are not alone in their journey. It is in an approach of non-judgment, radical welcome, and relationship-focused encounters. We show compassion as we grieve with those who grieve, as we celebrate the daily joys of life together, and as we meet each person with genuine concern, when we listen carefully, show empathy, and communicate a sense of hope.
We show respect as we honor the dignity of each person and create environments where everyone feels valued. Through their words and actions, nominees for the Respect Award demonstrate that all people are reflections of God and must be treated with dignity regardless of their circumstance. We show respect as we learn more about the beliefs, values, and choices of others and use that knowledge to provide the best care. One of the most powerful ways to show respect is to truly listen to another person. Our Respect nominees show the power of active listening that gets to the heart of a resident's concerns or resolves workplace conflict by seeking to understand the experience, beliefs, and goals of all those involved. It is seen in taking the time to build relationships that honor the unique needs and abilities of all. Respect is evident in the way we approach one another and the ways we stick to the hard work of persevering through difficult situations. It is present as we consider possible solutions, recognizing the gifts of diversity that make our teams and our communities stronger because of our differences, and the wealth of expertise and knowledge this provides us. We show respect as we honor confidentiality and protect privacy, as we adjust care or service delivery to accommodate individual needs while balancing the needs of the community. Respect helps create space for each person to express who they are and to be their best.
Collaboration exists when we work together to achieve something, when we aren't concerned with who gets the credit, and we each bring our best to achieve a shared goal. It exists when we consider diverse points of view in order to achieve the best outcome. Collaboration is key to our success and to our sense of fulfillment in our work. We truly are better together. Collaboration includes engaging patients, residents, and families as valued partners in the care experience. It exists as we bring people together to improve how we provide programs or services to have a greater impact in our communities. It involves bringing people together within Covenant, as well as creatively engaging external partners. Our collaboration nominees show us individuals and teams who communicate effectively to engage others and who give credit to all who contribute. They share their knowledge and experiences freely and empower others to advance our shared goals. Collaborative teams aren't limited by stereotypical roles that may value the voice of one discipline over others. Instead, they ask all members to bring their insights and unique expertise to help address a concern or build a better process. Some of our best examples of collaboration come when we see a team responding to an identified need or a concern that seems daunting to an individual, but when a caring group comes together to address it, it turns into an opportunity to improve life for those we serve.
Our covenant value of social justice calls us to build healthy and just communities, to speak up for those who are left out, and to welcome those who are excluded. This happens when we learn more about each other's experiences and help everyone be more involved in their care or society as a whole. Social justice involves working for societal change, as it also involves reaching out to one isolated individual to combat loneliness, to offer resources that bridge gaps, and to minimize burdens that may exist in the healthcare journey. Social justice starts with attentive listening to better understand the challenges our patients, residents, and families face, to build supportive relationships, and to help create opportunities for inclusion and healing.
Our covenant value of integrity is displayed when we do what we say we will do and put into practice what we say is right. It is present when we take responsibility for our actions and are trustworthy. Integrity is especially evident during the difficult times when we are called upon to respond with a strong character, when we show courage and honesty to help create a safe environment for all. The Integrity Award recognizes individuals or teams who demonstrate the highest standards of ethics and conduct. They exemplify honesty. They courageously raise an issue or concern without judgment or blame, but in a supportive way for the benefit of the whole team. They respond to complaints promptly and respectfully and follow through with creative solutions. Integrity also includes practicing self-awareness and self-care so we can be our best for those we serve.
Stewardship involves the wise and responsible use of all our resources, not just our finances. It includes how we nurture the talents and potential of others, how we protect the earth for future generations, how we build upon a good reputation or the legacy of our religious sisters. Our stewardship nominees recognize that we have been entrusted with the privilege of walking with people in a time of vulnerability, and this is a sacred trust we honor and steward with respect. Wise stewardship means many different things, But it reminds us that we can't just look at the financial impact of a decision, but ask if how we make decisions about all our resources is in alignment with our core values. It requires thinking outside of the box to meet needs when resources are limited. It invites us to engage the ideas of everyone on the team to use resources in the best way. Our 70 Mission Awards nominees paint for us a vivid picture of our values in action. They inspire us, encourage us to be our best. They are who we celebrate today.
This is very exciting. We're almost at the time when we find out who the 2020 Mission Award recipients are.
I know, I'm very excited. We're almost there. Now, typically we have last year's recipients come up on stage with us, and they're the ones who announce the next year's recipients of the same value category. In some ways, sort of to pass the torch on to the next year. So today, even despite our distances, we are excited to have representatives from our 2019 recipients and members of the 2020 Adjudication Committee who will announce the recipient of this year's Mission Awards. So let's meet our 2020 Mission Award recipient.
All right, sounds good.
The Compassion Award recognizes an individual or team who shows extraordinary caring, who respond with empathy and creatively bring their best to make life better for those that we serve. It's my pleasure to announce the recipient of the 2020 Covenant Health Mission Award for Compassion. And the award goes to Arlene Beck, Care Partner at Foyer Lacombe. Congratulations.
The Respect Award celebrates those individuals who demonstrate through their words and actions the intrinsic values of each person regardless of their circumstance. We show respect when we learn more about others and take that knowledge to provide care that best meets their needs. Today, I'm very privileged to announce the recipients of this year's 2020 Covenant Mission Award for Respect. And the award goes to the Interdisciplinary Orthopedic Surgery Team of 6 East from the Misericordia Community Hospital. Congratulations.
Hi, I'm Sherilyn Intimniak. The Collaboration Award recognizes individuals or teams who bring people together to maximize the positive impact for those we serve, demonstrating that we can achieve more working together than on our own. We are better together. It is my pleasure to announce the recipient of the 2020 Covenant Mission Awards for Collaboration, and the award goes to the G.F. McDonald Center for Lung Health at the Edmonton General Continuing Care Center. Congratulations.
The Social Justice Award recognizes those who speak out courageously and consistently for others, welcoming those who may otherwise be excluded, and working to build just and healthy communities. It's my pleasure to announce the recipient of the 2020 Covenant Mission Award for Social Justice. The award goes to Ann Chislett, Administrative Assistant, Bonnyville Health Center. Congratulations.
The Integrity Award celebrates individuals and teams who demonstrate the highest standards of ethics and conduct, whose actions model what they profess to be true. Integrity is especially evident during difficult times when we show courage and honesty to help create a safe environment for all. It's my pleasure to announce the recipient of the 2020 Covenant Mission Award for Integrity. And the award goes to Rural Medical Device Reprocessing Department staff. Congratulations.
The Stewardship Award recognizes the wise and responsible use of all our resources, not just financial. It honors a steward as one who is entrusted with a precious gift and celebrates those who use resources wisely to ensure the sustainability of our mission into the future. It is my pleasure to announce the winner of the 2020 Covenant Mission Award for Stewardship. The award goes to Angela McInnes, Stores Attendant at St. Joseph's Auxiliary Hospital.
So congratulations, and while we can't shake hands or give them the congratulatory hug in this moment, please reach out to the recipients to congratulate them and celebrate their work. Now we'll hear from Patrick Demali, CEO of our Covenant family, to bring his final remarks and acknowledgements. Patrick.
So congratulations to all the nominees and to the recipients. You're nothing short of inspiring to me. Many of you have heard me say before that the Mission Awards are one of the highlights of the year for me. I look forward to it. It's an opportunity for us to take a little bit of a pause and just celebrate the fantastic work that happens across the whole organization. The stories of people who are so committed to our mission is nothing short of inspiring to me. I see it as like hooking myself up to a mission IV and drawing some energy from all of the tremendous work that happens and that helps me live the mission every single day. Well, this mission award is filled with first, and the biggest first is that we're including the entire Covenant family. And so, if the toughest job in Covenant before was picking the recipients, the job just got harder. There's so many dedicated and compassionate, caring people across the entire organization, and I love the way that Covenant Care and Covenant Living, although relatively young compared to Covenant Health, have really embraced the mission and live it every single day. The other first is that we're doing this virtually, and obviously we're doing that because of COVID. While I'd love to have the opportunity to mingle with folks and hear their stories directly and hear what's happening across the organization, and I certainly am looking forward to the day when that can happen as it has in the past, where I'm able to go and do the site visits. This is a good opportunity for us to continue to celebrate. And I'm really grateful for all the folks who put in so much effort to create the Mission Awards in this virtual way. The other thing about COVID is it's really shown us that in times of unprecedented disruption to our daily lives and to the way that we deliver care, that our mission is stronger than ever. I see the great work that's happening with people ensuring that everyone gets the care that they require, but also that how our teams have rallied around each other to ensure that we support each other and that we stay safe so that we can obviously deliver care to our community and to those who need us the most. So good luck for next year's Mission Awards. The stakes even got a little higher, in my opinion. So again, I want to congratulate all those who are nominated, and especially the recipients. As I said, you're nothing but an inspiration to me. Know that I draw a lot of strength from the work that you do and the stories that we've been telling today. That'll give me the energy to make it through to the next Mission Awards. For all of you who are watching, thank you for the work that you do every day. You also live the mission of Covenant, and you do so much to support those who need us the most, especially this time of pandemic.
Thank you, Patrick. Later today, an announcement will be sent out telling the stories of our recipients and directing them to our website, where you can view the profiles of all our recipients and the nominees. Please share this link with others and revisit the Mission Awards if you need that mission boost at any point during the year. The website also posts a number of resources on how to identify a potential nominee and how to write a submission and to gather examples. And you can start thinking about your nominations for next year. In fact, as we just kind of are moving through our continued response to COVID-19, we know there are amazing stories out there, people who've really stepped up, who've really provided outstanding service under really trying and difficult circumstances. So we don't think you have to look too far to see bounds of Mission Award nominees. So just get that work done.
Yeah, it'll be wonderful to hear some of those stories going forward. So finally, we want to thank all those who help make Mission Awards process possible all through the year. And this event and this process success can largely be attributed to the planning and thoughtful care of Sarah Jacobs-Scuria and the hundreds of emails she's sent and the many hours to continue to adjust our planning for this year. We also want to thank our adjudication committee, our communications crew, the site champions, and the site awards committee for all their essential contributions. We conclude the award celebration with these words from Mother Teresa that speak to the small but incredible impact we make each day. We can do no great things, but we can do small things with great love. It isn't a word we have used a lot, but it's at the heart of the stories we celebrated today. Love, self-giving and courageous love, echoing the biblical instruction, may all that you do be done in love. And with that approach, our mission will continue to reach many and to transform lives.
So on behalf of the Board of Covenant, our senior team, and Mission Ethics and Spirituality colleagues, thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you next year. So farewell.
And goodbye.